All right. So
Yes.
this is going to be our demonstration in the syllabus. We are going to see what we will be learning here. Then we will see the latest tooling for SAP UI5, which will be our business application studio, on which we are going to do the coding on the SAP BTP platform, on SAP BTP platform. Yeah.
So it's a free or paid BTP?
We'll see that part. You can use its trial account. Okay, for
Okay.
free. Yeah. Okay. Then we will learn how to write the JavaScript code. Yeah, definitely everything. I'm not expecting anyone to have a pre-knowledge. We will the core concept, explore the core concepts of SAP UI5 framework. Please mute yourself. If you have any question, please ask. Otherwise, please mute. So explore the core concept of SAP UI5 framework. We will see the documentation and latest updates that are there. Yeah, etc. Okay. After learning the UI5, after learning the SAP UI5, we will be learning the Fiori, and we will be building an end-to-end wonderful Fiori applications by following all the golden standards. This is my requirement, all the industry related standards, and we will also interactive Q&A sessions. Yeah, we will interactive Q&A. Yeah, this is what we are going to do here. Okay. The course will be, so course content. Let me just explain the course content. I have divided this course into 4 different parts. The very first part is foundation. So foundation part will be there. In this foundation part, we will learn about HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Yeah, we are going to see that JavaScript. Okay. And jQuery, which will be a foundation, because that part is needed. Okay. The next will be second one, which will be our UI5 framework. Yeah, UI5 framework. So we will start our journey. We will start our journey with the development tool. Here we will have our SAP Business Application Studio BAS. We will use this platform. We will use this platform. Yeah, and there is no need to purchase it. No need to purchase it. We can use its free version. It's free version. Okay. Right. Then we will learn the SAP UI5 framework. Okay. Framework, in which we will see the MVC part, MVC of UI5 framework. Model view controller, you would have learned this in your college days, definitely. Yeah, right. The third version will be our Fiori development. So we will see how to connect our BTP with our local SAP system, so that we can consume the APIs OData APIs. Yeah, we can consume them, the OData APIs, right? We will be building an end-to-end Fiori app, an end-to-end Fiori app. After that, once the Fiori development will be done, we will go for OData part, integration, and deployment of the app. This will be the fourth version of it, deployment of the app. So I will explain the OData services here, completely OData services, how we can develop it. It will be, and we can perform the by using the CRUD operations. Everything will be there. Yeah, we will learn how to integrate, deploy our application, in SAP BTP platform. Yeah, okay, everything we are going to do. So this is what we are going to cover here. Okay, then let's move on to a little bit about that, so that we can understand how the things are going to be covered here. I will give an introduction about the UI here. Let me explain a little bit. So what you see here is UI5 is a framework. Very interesting. UI5 is a framework. Yeah, framework to develop the responsive web applications. UI5 is a framework to develop the responsive web application. Here the word for framework word. So what is a framework? Framework is the collection of libraries. We hear framework is the collection of libraries. Yeah, framework is the collection of. Second thing, what is a library? So library is the collection of classes, is the collection of classes. You see, library is the classes. Third thing, you can say what is a class. So a class is a collection of properties, yeah, properties, methods, you can say events. Class can be anything, it consists of properties, behavior, objects. Yeah, it is blueprint, right, to create objects, blueprint to create objects. This responsive word, what is responsive? We are going to create responsive web application. Yeah, so what does responsive means? Do you have any idea on this? What is the word responsive here?
Yes, like we have used the application for mobile as well as also.
Yeah, that's a very correct answer for it. So application which adapts its environment, adapts its environment, yeah, based on the devices we are running, on which we are running it. That is a responsive application, based on the devices on which we are running it. That is a responsive application. There is a prerequisite for learning this framework. The prerequisite will be, you will need, we will use here SAP Business Application Studio tool. Yeah, in our very session we will see how we can BTP trial account and all those stuff. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now for the development of any programming language, always required to follow certain steps. So there are certain steps, development steps for any programming language. For using any of the programming languages, you are required to always follow certain for any of the programming language. These steps are: very first step, which will be, you will do the initialization. You always do, if you are a Java developer, so we always do this initialization stuff. We go for the second step, for the declaration part, right? So declaration of variables and objects, and objects. This is the second step. 3 is for writing the logic, right? Step 3 is for the logic. 4 you can define here. So step 4, processing the logic part. Yeah. Step 5 you can give step 5 here. Presentation, present the output. You see, present the output. And at last what you do is clean up code. Mainly 6 steps we always follow if there is an issue, or if we want to increase the efficiency of our application. We do a cleanup, we remove the everything. This is what we do, right? Here also in the initialization we'll be needing HTML page, yeah, where we will having the head section for the processing. Head is like brain of a human being for the processing part, and the body, the output that will be visible to the user, yeah, right? So in almost programming language, whether it is ABAP, whether it is JavaScript, whether it is Java, C++, or anything, we always follow this certain step. Same approach we are going to apply for learning our UI5 framework. Yeah, same approach we are going to follow it. Now your UI5, there is a syntax that is expected to understand. Yeah, there is a syntax that is for us while using while writing the logic. So the syntax is, whenever we are going to work with SAP UI5, we are required to follow the below syntax. Follow the below syntax. Yeah, and we'll be following here, following the object based approach, oriented based approach. Yeah, everything inside UI5 has been defined based on the classes and object concept. So oriented based approach in of SAP UI5, everything has been defined based on this way, right? So if I write the syntax, this is how you are going to use. You see, object name will be there, so a variable name or object name. Then we will be using a new keyword similar to Java program. Also new keyword will be used, and we will be having here the framework library name, then dot to call the class name out of it. Yeah, and after that we will be passing the ID for the object. So the control that we are going to use, for that control we will need to pass a ID for it, and then after that we will be simply using all its properties. So property and its value, property and its value, whatever property is there for that particular control object, we are going to simply utilize it in the same manner. Then in our JavaScript, colon is used. Since you are a Java developer, you are completely familiar with this semicolon, right? Okay, yeah, yeah, right.
Yes.
Then let me introduction about Business Application Studio. Then after that I will show a little bit implementation of it. So Business Application Studio, yeah, BAS. So this is the editor for programming language. We need a editor which will be taking care for the editing of the code, and we also need the runtime environment for the execution of it. We need all this stuff. So SAP has developed its own tool, and they have named it Business Application Studio. They have named it Business Application Studio, which is on cloud. Which is on cloud. And the platform of the SAP is the cloud platform of SAP is SAP BTP, Business Technology Platform. Yeah, develop the cloud. And this is where we will be developing all our Fiori application. Yeah, this is what it is used. It's not only for developing a Fiori app, but you can also here create or develop your Capom based application, full stack based application, native HANA based application. This is for a very big purpose. SAP has created it. Similar Visual Studio Code, yeah, it is also for very different purpose. We can do lots and lots of stuff here. So I will open it. Let me just show that. I will put it. Yeah, I will pass my credential here. Okay, I will pass the password. It usually takes some time. Yeah, let's wait for it.
Sir, what is the difference like BTP or VS Code? Like same things we have
No, no,
doing
no.
in VS
There
Code.
is a lot of difference. Yeah, there is a lot of difference. VS Code is there in your local system. Right? Local system.
Mhm.
If by mistake, if by mistake your system crashed out, what will happen? Tell me, what will happen? You will lose everything.
Like yes, the project is lost.
Everything. So
Mm.
let's understand, develop any application very costly for your company, and before deploying it, due to certain mistake, it got crashed. You lost everything. BTP is on cloud. Yeah, it is on cloud. It is not dependent on your local system. On your local system. It will take some time to understand the BTP terminology. Okay, it is not dependent on system. You can access it from any system. Any system. SAP is taking care of everything there. Everything there. Right? Are you getting it?
Yes.
So same as I will go back to my trial account and I will open the tool. Using this BTP, it cannot be explained in a demo. I will be just showing a sample case of how we run our Fiori app there, or how we can use the UI5. I will open the tool Business Application Studio. Yeah, I will go there. Okay. See, I have one development space already in running status. I will open it. Okay, and I will go back to my project section. So I will create a HTML file here. Let's say demo, sorry, new file, demo, demo UI5.html. Yeah, this is a demo here. How do you create any HTML file? We have a HTML header section, right? Inside the HTML, you will have the brain. So head is the brain. Yeah, we will have the brain here. So this will be the brain, right? This is the brain here. Then we have our body section. So body is all the output part that is displayed, right? HTML is not a programming language. It is just a markup language, which is whatever you are going to write here, it is going to simply display it in the same manner. If you will be giving a color, it will be displaying the color. So here I am writing, welcome to demo session. Yeah, session for SAP UI5 and Fiori with OData, right? Right click and check with the live server. See, it is a little bit similar to your VS Code. If you have ever worked with VS Code, find it a little bit similar. See, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it is not that difficult for those who are working with the, who have already worked with the VS Code. Okay. Now I want to utilize my UI here. I want to utilize my UI5 framework, this particular program that I have developed here. So how I can utilize that? So using the head section, I will call my JavaScript framework here. This framework I am going to simply call it. So what I will do, I will simply call here script tag. Yeah, and I will be writing the source equal to https. Yeah, SAP UI5 dot HANA dot on demand, see, dot HANA dot on demand dot com, my resources of the Fiori UI5. So resources SAP UI core dot JavaScript. Yeah, this is the framework that SAP has developed. If you just copy it, if you just copy it and go and check it on the Google, you will see this is the framework. But I just want to use some of the field, want to use everything. So I will call the required library that I'm looking for. Yeah, I will call the required library here. See that? I will simply call the required library. So data SAP UI library, SAP UI library libs is equal to my SAP mobile. So dot mobile. Um, I am calling it's one of the most popular library, mobile library. Okay. And out of this mobile library, I will call one of its theme, which we usually use. So I will call one of its theme data SAP UI theme, which is equal to my SAP blue crystal. Yeah, blue crystal. This is the theme. I just want to use it. Okay. So I am out of this is a written piece of code, right? This is a framework collection of libraries and the class. Out of it, I called one of the library mobile library, and of this mobile library, I'm just calling its theme, one of the popular theme, which is SAP Blue Crystal. I'm just loading it. Okay, I'm just calling it. Now once you have loaded it, if you want to show it in your output, you can simply use the body section here. So a class name is required to call, use this theme. Class is equal to your SAP UI and body. You can directly use it now. See, I will refresh this. Can you see this? Automatically the color has changed here. Yeah, right? It is a little blue now. You can check the head section here. It is calling the JavaScript library, right? It is loading this mobile library. Out of this, it is loading this blue crystal theme, yeah, and then we are able to use it on our app, right? We are able to use it. So here I am using this. This is just a framework, right? But it is SAP framework. It is not an open source framework. It is a SAP framework, which we are going to see in detail how to develop those SAP application. If you have seen this, this is also a Fiori application. This BTP platform, this is a Fiori app. It is itself a Fiori app. This is how it is developed here. Yeah, right. So same stuff we are going to see how we can develop anything for us also. For now, I will be just utilizing one of its features here. So let's say script tag, and I will be creating one of object for me. So yeah, I will create one object for me here. So let's say object, I will give my name Amrit, and I will create one button here. So mobile library sap.m, and I will create a control button out of it. So for this button, I will give a ID here. So ID button, yeah, and I will give a text also. I will give a text also that I want to display here. So text is equal to let's say hello, click me. I am just creating one button using this mobile library. This mobile library has lots of custom controls. Using that, I am using one of the control button to create a button. So check the output. I will refresh here. I am not getting anything here, right? I am not getting anything. The reason is whatever thing you are developing, only the body section is going to be displayed there. Yeah, only the body section will be displayed there. So if you want to display there anything, you will be required to create a space. So here using the div tag, I will be giving one space. So let's say div, I will give a id. Id is equal to anything. Let's say UI5 demo. This is the id I am giving here. Yeah. And I can now directly use this UI5 demo. So this button that I have created, I will simply place it on this particular id. So O Amrit dot place at my id. So this is my id UI5 demo. Yeah, I am simply placing at this particular location. This is a place, this is an empty place that I have created in this section. Now I check the app, you see my button is appearing. This is a UI5 control. If I am clicking here, see it's blue icon is displaying here. So a event is triggering. A event is triggering, right? And if you want to display something out of it, you can simply use one of the event here, one of the event given by SAP. You can use the press event here, yeah, and you can write the function out of it. So a function you can simply write that will be displayed. So alert, using the alert message, I will be displaying something text here. So welcome to SAP UI5 and Fiori. Fiori demo. So this message will be displayed. Whenever you were clicking there, you saw that there was a event triggering. Now when you will click here, this event will call this particular message. Now this function will be called and this text will be displayed. Check that. So double click, you see, welcome to SAP UI5 and Fiori demo, right? So we are able to utilize a feature of our UI5 framework. This is a framework. I called the mobile libraries. I called a theme out of it. And then using the mobile library also, I have created here one button. This button, when I'm clicking on that, I display text out of it, right? So this is just a demonstration. I have to just get used to the things, how I am going to teach it, what will be the manner, and how I will be following everything here. This is going to be the course content. foundation part, everything we are going to discuss from detail. We will learn the framework in detail, the MVC part out of it. We will see the connection, like uh, cloud connector, and then we will be developing the Fiori app. Any questions?
Yes, sir. Like I have one doubt. Like we have using like navigation, routing concepts, formatting,
Yeah, routing will
all
be
the
there.
concepts, right?
Yeah, everything will be there. The MVC is there, router will definitely be there. Routing is
Okay,
there.
fragment is also including, right?
Yeah, fragments is there. I
Okay,
believe you
okay,
would
no
have
worry.
got the syllabus from him. Okay,
Yes, okay, okay.
that will be followed.
Yeah, yeah. All is clear now.
Any other thing?
No, currently we don't have any doubt.
All right.